Oh, what up, though? You tuned in to the What Up, Though Show Network with your favorite sports show where we talk shit, we talk shop, and we talk sports. That's right, y'all. You know what it is. It's the Showdown. Yo, what up, doe? What up, doe? What up, doe? It is the Showdown. I'm your boy, OG Tim Wilson, and I am here with none other than the Nasty Boys, Big Ed and Wayz. What up, doe, fellas?
What up? What up?
All right, Wayz, what's happening with you, man?
Man, how much at all? Let me scoot over. Get in the center here. All right.
All right. Yeah, I'm a little out of my screen too. So hold on, I gotta scoot. Okay. So we had a great week in football, man.
Oh, man. Great week in fantasy football too.
I guess he finally got his first win.
Man, he finally beat me.
I wasn't even gonna say that one. I was just gonna say I went 5-2.
Finally beat me. So
yeah,
but we'll see. You know, the league ain't won in week 4 and week 3, whatever.
Right.
Yeah. So I say let's see how this plays out. But anyway, he did get a win over me. He got a big win over me actually. I've got a couple leagues that I'm struggling in, but I got some that I'm dominating. So I'm doing good. I'm doing good overall, but I do have a couple of leagues where I'm the coin flip league. I suck. Crown of Thorns, I just can't get it together. So I got a couple of leagues that I'm struggling in, but the league that they laughed at me in, ironically, the person, and I won't mention any names, but the person who laughed at me the most went on and made a special post to laugh at me about drafting all those tight ends. I'm in first and he's in last. How about that?
Oh, wow.
And that, my friends, is what we call karma.
Mm-hmm. Laughing now. So that said, man, Wayz, we gotta do a shot, don't we? Mm-hmm. Let's do this, man. Hold on. I ain't poured no shots yet. I've been getting myself ready for the other stuff. Hold on. Well, we ain't gotta hold on. I feel like I'm talking like I'm on the phone. Hold on. What the fuck?
Oh man.
Yeah,
no, it was a good week. I'm not performing the way I should be, and let the big dogs eat. It's really kind of pissing me off because it's usually because of one or two players who decide, you know what, I'm going to take a break this week.
Well, the bully killer, myself, OG bully killer, is killing motherfuckers in that league. I ain't lost. I've been kicking their ass. This big dog been eating. Mm-hmm. This big dog been eating in that league, so I feel good about that I'm repping the Nasty Boys righteously.
And I'm trying.
I'm working on it.
It's all good. As long as one of us win, that's all that matters.
Cheers, fellas.
Bro, you gotta get a real shot glass.
It is a real shot glass.
That's a real blue shot glass.
I know one thing.
He said, "Crip cut."
The beauty of team fantasy, which is new to y'all, is that you get to play spoiler late in the season against our opponents. Right. So you get to play. You can catch somebody slipping late in the season, and you know next thing you know, you're making it easy for your teammates. But also one thing I was having a discussion with Carlton because he was feeling a little down because I joined him in the celebrity death match against SWG. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry for those that don't know what the fuck we're talking about, but he's struggling. but I'm kicking some ass, and he was feeling down about it. I said, don't feel bad, because one thing about fantasy that I've learned, of the way I feel about it anyway, I feel like the season don't really start
Hmm.
till the bye weeks kick in,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
because that's when the depth chart, in our depth chart, not the depth chart in NFL, but the depth chart in fantasy,
Right.
really comes into play. How well did you draft? Right now, it matters. That's when your bench
Right.
matters.
Did you drive good receivers on opposite off weeks? You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
did you do a good job building your bench? Because now your whole bench starts coming into play.
Yep.
Is your entire starting squad your favorite football team? That's one thing I've recognized a lot of people do.
Yeah,
They'll draft a bunch of players that's on their favorite team.
I think most people get away from that early on.
Mhm.
I know. It's still early on for Big Ed, so he might do it, but
No.
uh, I got away from it a long time ago. And most people start that way, and then they get away from it fast because, unfortunately, your favorite team can't beat a fucking all-star team.
Nope.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care what your
Right.
favorite team is. If you take your favorite team and put them up the best against the best players on the rest of the league, they gonna get their ass beat, and that's what you learn when you try to do that.
Now, see, I do got one league that I did draft, like David Montgomery and Khalil Herbert, together, in the same draft.
Yeah.
But I did that for a reason.
So if
Because
one get hurt, you got the other one.
exactly.
And that's cool. And that's so it's different about stacking players. You can stack. Stacking is a popular thing. A thing that got popular by way of like the daily fantasy, like DraftKings and FanDuel. Yep. Stacking got popular there, and people start introducing or start incorporating stacking into regular fantasy football as well. And what stacking is like you might get a quarterback and a receiver from the same team. Right, so now I'm stacking. So every time my receiver catch it, my receiver's getting points and my quarterback got points.
Right.
So you stack players, and that's stacking is pretty common now.
Yeah.
You see that it really started with daily fantasy, but it's found its way into regular fantasy as well.
Yeah.
So that's not abnormal to have a couple players from the same team, whether it's your favorite team or not.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't stack Bears, but I'm just bullshitting. Anyway,
Well, hey, it actually paid off for me this week.
all right. Oh,
David Montgomery got hurt, and Khalil Herbert had a field day.
All right. Where's the shut your mouth? Like,
All right. So I got one piece of fantasy, or not fantasy news, but NFL news that we got hit. That came out yesterday afternoon. That's Myles Garrett was in a one-car accident. Right now, it doesn't necessarily look like he'll be missing playing time, but he's still, it's still something to watch for.
yeah, I used to work with his stepfather, and I got to give him a call to holler at him, and see if he knows anything, got any information on that. But yeah, he allegedly he was riding. It was bad weather. It was raining. And he saw an animal or a deer or something jumped in front of the car, and he tried to swerve away and lost control, and his car rolled over several times.
Yep.
Multiple times he rolled over, but he did make it out. He got to the hospital. He was released yesterday. Last night he was released from the hospital. So my prayers going out to Myles Garrett and the family in that regard, man, because that's a scary ordeal. That could have gone extremely wrong, very wrong. So that particular incident is beyond football for me.
Yeah.
That's life, and so prayers up for the fam, and I got a call rolling and check up on everybody, check up on him, see how him and his wife's doing. because his wife is Miles Garrett's mom.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. All right.
So yeah, prayers going out to Miles Garrett.
Oh yeah. Other
And
than the whole
impact him.
Mason Rudolph incident, he's been a really stand-up dude in the league, and he's
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, we gave him a lot of shit over that one. Rolling that was when I found out that, cause I never knew, because he don't like talk about it. He don't brag about it. There ain't no pictures of him on his desk or nothing. He just move along. He got a son that played in the NBA as well. He's a big dude. He's like 6'9". But he don't talk about it. And but when that incident with the helmet incident went down, that was when he came to work like, man, I'm tired of answering all these damn questions. His phone was blowing up all day.
Right.
So yeah, that's when I found out about it. And he and I had been friends already before that. We were real close, real good friends. Good brother, Roland Williams. That's my boy. But anyway, I didn't mean to go down that rabbit hole.
all good. All right, now we got our injury report.
Speaking of that, I'm gonna go off a random for a minute. I just want to say I have a close friend of mine. I'm not going to mention any names. Well, I will. I'll mention her name is Sherry. She's having some issues, and she had to go be rushed to the. She wasn't rushed to the hospital. She had to go to the hospital today. She did go to emergency, but she wasn't rushed there. But it is a situation that I'm monitoring closely. So, if my phone rings, I will disappear.
Okay.
That just so that y'all know that.
Okay.
Probably something I should have said before the show, but damn it, it is.
Better late than never.
So that's it. All right, Wayz. My bad.
All right, so we got our injury report ready here.
Okay.
We're going to start it off with Miles Garrett, the obvious one here, who's listed as questionable. And as because of the car accidents, a lot of us play IDP, so not everybody plays it, but if you do play IDP, you have Miles Garrett. Keep a close eye on that situation. Byron Pringle, wide receiver for the Bears, is listed to be on injured reserve for a calf injury. This one's going to hit a few people. Amon-Ra St. Brown is currently listed as questionable with an ankle injury. There's no telling. It looks like it's going to be a game day decision for that one. Same with his teammate DeAndre Swift with a shoulder and ankle injury. What's up?
None.
Okay. Next up, we got Sammy Watkins. The real saving grace for Aaron Rodgers that I thought, at least. He's on injured reserve with a hamstring injury now. Joey Bosa is doubtful for this upcoming game with a groin injury. I know he's been putting up some big fantasy numbers as far as IDP. Keenan Allen is listed as questionable with an undisclosed injury. One that hit me the hardest, one of the guys I was really looking forward to this season, thought he was going to put up some big numbers in fantasy. Van Jefferson is now officially on injured reserve with his knee injury.
Oh!
Big hit. Tua Tagovailoa is listed as questionable with an ankle and a back injury.
He also has a pending concussion injury too.
False advertisement. It was a back injury.
See?
Okay.
See, he always trying to do Joe's job. The way Joe's trying to do that. Same thing.
I knew he was going to do it. But yeah, no, it's been verified that it was a back injury.
Stick to your segment, man.
And they did the concussion protocol just out of,
Really
I guess
quick.
that's, well, yeah, that's because it was easy to rule out a concussion
It was
when
really
it's a
fast.
back injury. Yeah. Jalen Waddle is listed as questionable with a groin injury. So that's something to really watch out for. Wide receiver groin injury, especially a wide receiver like Jalen Waddle, you can easily see him not playing because of it. Dalvin Cook is questionable with a shoulder injury. Last I heard, it was a dislocated shoulder.
Damn.
So that's day to day. To be honest, we won't. I don't see us finding out anything until probably Saturday afternoon, whether or not he'll be starting, because they're going to London.
So I'll have him on the bench.
Yeah, it'll be a good idea.
That's why I picked up Alexander Madison.
Yeah. Mac Jones is listed as doubtful with a high ankle sprain, and he may need surgery on that as well. And then the last three are with the Giants.
He actually got carried in the tunnel. So
yeah. From what I heard, it didn't look good, but they're expecting if he is out, it's going to be for 2 to 3 weeks or 1 to 2 weeks. Kadarius Toney is questionable with a hamstring injury. Wan'Dale Robinson is questionable with a knee injury. Sterling Shepard is out with a torn ACL in his left knee. Potentially, I say by Sunday, that could be turned into an injured reserve spot. So basically, all three of the top wideout targets for Dan Jones are out, or not. It's not looking good for him this week. And I believe they got the Bears this week. I can't remember. We'll find out later.
Yeah. The Bears play the Giants.
Yeah, so the Giants are potentially missing 3 big time receivers, and that's all I got for the injury report this week.
Now you're a damn lie.
There we go. He always got to do somebody else's job. Then he fuck up his own segment, but he wanna. He
go.
Well, he forgot to mention that Michael Thomas and Jarvis Landry are both questionable. Highly questionable with turf toe. Traquan Smith for New Orleans also might be out with a concussion.
Who's Traquan Smith?
A receiver for New Orleans. So New Orleans is going to be pretty much without all their receivers.
Yeah, that's not shocking.
Questionable normally plays. Yeah, I'm not gonna go with you on that. That they'll be without receivers because you have somebody questionable.
And
questionable normally plays. Doubtful is less likely to play. But you monitor it day to day. Questionable usually, especially if they're questionable this early in the week, you still got a good chance that they're gonna be on the field.
Okay.
That's just what I've noticed over the time. Yeah. But we'll let Wayz give his own segment and you stick to yours if you don't mind.
No, I saw Michael Thomas. I saw the New Orleans injury report, but I did, especially with turf toe. That's one of those things where you have to get a secondary opinion on, and even then, you can still play off of with turf toe. And you can.
I don't know too many receivers that done play with turf toe.
You don't have to play deep or fast. You just have to catch the ball and get yards.
Okay. Okay.
Y'all done?
Yep.
You done with that?
Yep.
Yeah.
You good, big head? You're done with your hissy fit there?
Yep.
You sure?
Yep.
I mean, okay, all right. Because if you got something to say, you look like you got something else to add, man. Like you're not satisfied.
It's just I know about the feet problems, and if your toes hurting like that, you can't run. And a receiver got to be able to fucking run. Period. So, all right, let's go.
Taylor played the Super Bowl with a broken leg, and he talking about turf toe.
I was just about to say I played an entire football season with a separated shoulder, tackling people still. I still got the sack record at my high school that season.
Okay.
So again, we'll see that monitor. I'm sure if you've got these players on your roster, there's a Q next to their name or a D or an O. O means they're out. Doubtful. D means it's doubtful. Q means it's questionable. Make sure you read and monitor their progress. Normally, Friday is a very, very strong telltale as to whether or not you're going to see them Sunday. If they are limited in practice, there's a good chance you still want to keep an eye on it. But if they don't practice on Friday, there's a very strong chance that they won't play on Sunday.
Right.
And if your player is on IR, go ahead and start looking, and I wish the best for you.
Yeah, cut them. Unless you're in the dynasty league, then put them on the IR. Well, it depends on how long they're going to be out. Find out, read up on it. Find out how long. Because if they like Trey Lance, if you're not in the dynasty league, send him on his way. But if you got Eli Mitchell, you can put him on an IR and wait to see what happens in a few weeks. Same with Dak Prescott. Those kind of players.
Yep.
Yeah.
Speaking of Dak Prescott, did that motherfucker look nervous or what?
Man,
Cooper Rush coming to take his job.
That motherfucker Dak looked nervous last night. Last week, he was all, yeah. Last night, he was going,
this motherfucker's really playing better than me.
Yeah, he nervous, and he should be.
You know what's happened to Dak? He's finding out exactly how Tony Romo felt.
That's exactly what's happening to Dak.
I think Cooper Rush is actually finding out more how Tony Romo felt.
Okay. Anyway,
I'm sure I figure it out. Like, I don't know.
Because he's gonna be the one to get all the accolades and everything, when they win and everything. But Dak's still gonna be blamed for them losing.
That didn't make any sense whatsoever.
I was so lost. I was like, I was trying to find a way to piece it together.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you lost everybody except the dog on that one. The dog is still with you though. The dog still got you. The point being, Tony Romo went out and Dak got to play, and that because Tony Romo was out hurt, and Tony came back and didn't come back, never got his job back. That's how Dak feels. That was the point. I don't know what the point Big Ed was making, but that's the point Wayz was making. I understood that one.
Okay.
I don't know what Big Ed was talking about.
But since Big Ed is talking,
I don't know what he's eating. He must be eating gummies.
No. He got them sunflower seeds, I hope.
Are they what they laced with? Because he high.
No, Sarah made me some macaroni and cheese and some spaghetti and some hamburgers and brats.
Smackaroni.
Ooh, all right, bro. I know you ready to talk. Let's get these heavy hitters, man. I'm excited to see what we got with this week that we had. This last week we had. I'm really interested.
Let's go with his restless ass. Come on.
All right. Top 3 quarterbacks this week. Even in a loss, Josh Allen made the top 3. Also with Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, Lamar did go off. Good week for that.
Same with Jalen Hurts, 3 touchdowns.
I gotta give an honorable mention to my son's favorite quarterback in the NFL right now,
Aaron Rodgers.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence did put it up. Trevor Lawrence had a great week.
Yeah, he gets an honorable mention this week.
Yeah, he did. He did get it in.
I thought you were gonna say Aaron Rodgers. Sorry.
Running back.
Top running backs this week. Khalil Herbert with 157 yards. Takes the number 1 spot. Derrick Henry comes in second. And Jamal Williams for the Detroit Lions comes in third.
Yeah, Jamal Williams had put up a good week. Herbert did put up a good week as well. Y'all notice how much emphasis he put on that? He got to do all that extra shit.
No, Jamal Williams is one of those.
Fan, so.
Jamal Williams and Khalil Herbert are 2 players I was telling everybody to watch out for this season, fantasy-wise. One thing I would like to mention, We finally got to see Derrick Henry become Derrick Henry again, even if just for a moment.
You did though mention that Montgomery gets hurt, and that's why I picked up Khalil Herbert.
Yep.
Just fucking with him about that Madison shit. Anyway, wide receivers.
Wide receivers. Devontae Smith for the Philadelphia Eagles. Mac Hollins for the Las Vegas Raiders.
Didn't see that one coming.
And Marquise Brown for the Arizona Cardinals.
Wow, really? Really? Okay, all right. That's actually a fairly surprising list.
Yeah, none of the usual suspects.
Yeah, outside of the top guy, I kind of gonna get that one, but the other two guys surprised me.
Oh yeah.
Tight ends.
Mark Andrews.
Of course.
David Njoku.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
And Travis Kelce.
David Njoku really balled out this week.
Nice. Okay, all right. I've always liked him. I always thought he had some game though. All right, kickers. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Going on the defenses, the best three defenses this week: the Philadelphia Eagles, Cincinnati Bengals, and the Denver Broncos.
The man said Bengals.
OG just wanted to skip over the Broncos.
Oh yeah, because they played the 49ers. Oh, that's fine. They did. They put it on my 49ers this week, man. They played a good game. What can I say? Shit, I ain't hurt my feelings. They did a good job. They did a number on my boys, man. Russell Wilson though, has a very strong record against the 49ers. He's only lost like 3 times. He's like 17-3 against them.
Yeah.
Some shit like that. So yeah, I was the main reason I wasn't all that hurt though is because I didn't watch any football this weekend.
What?
All
None.
right, so we're gonna mute you for the rest of the show.
I had shit to do, man. What can
Wow.
Yeah. I watched 0 football.
So he missed Tom Brady playing one of the worst games of his career.
Oh my god!
That's not what Skip Bayless said. Skip Bayless said he gave him an A.
Skip Bayless still says the Cowboys.
That's because Skip Bayless riding him like he's Giselle.
Skip Bayless.
First of all, that's not true. She ain't even riding him.
Well, I heard she was at the game.
No, she wasn't.
I heard her and the kids were at the game.
No,
kids were at the game. She wasn't.
She was out there kicking it with Zach Wilson, the MILF hunter.
She was in New York.
I'm just saying. Zach was like, look, I may be injured, but not where you think.
Zach better leave Tom Brady's bitch alone.
Before he retires again so he can become a Jet.
Man, we got to talk about that for a minute, though. Tom Brady, man. He was throwing balls into the ground. Throwing receivers short.
But I heard okay, so what was the final score?
14-6?
Yeah, so what he ain't do shit. Hey, what the fuck?
He scored 2 touchdowns all year. In 3 weeks, he scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he going through some personal shit, man.
Let's not forget the fact that Tom Brady started off like this when he first came to Tampa Bay and won a Super Bowl afterwards.
Yeah, it's
in that
early,
season.
I don't think he win the Super Bowl this year.
But you look at who did he have a receiver this week?
Cole
Think
Beasley,
about it, man. His team was fucking depleted. Beasley came up off the couch 2 weeks ago. Less than 2 weeks ago. He was sitting on. I was down. He was watching Netflix. Dude, he was online criticizing Netflix movies.
Playing Netflix and chill with Giselle.
Why you messing with my man's wife, man? That ain't cool. So the man going through some family issues, and y'all gonna go on that. That ain't right.
Look, he's the goat at everything but a relationship. That's all I'm saying. I gotta find something to dig at him. The man's too perfect at football for me to really dig on him there. So I found something. I'm sticking to it. I don't care.
Man, God, that's his family, man. That's out of bounds, bro.
But yeah, Tom out there playing like he should have been retired still. So
no, that's one bad game. I'm not gonna hold that against him.
One bad game. Okay.
You know what?
Okay.
Don't okay. Because look, ain't like he was Miami punting the ball against the center's ass.
Tom Brady with 2 touchdowns, 3 games into the year.
Okay.
Really?
3. You said it. 3 games in the year.
What's his record?
1-2.
So he's 1-2 after 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
And your point is what? That's that he can't.
He
make
should have stayed retired.
I can't agree with that.
I'm gonna say you speaking way too soon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you speaking way too fucking soon, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
If that's what we're gonna say about Tom Brady right now, we might as well go ahead and say that the Super Bowl is gonna be Miami versus Philly, the only 2 undefeated teams in the league right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you speaking way too soon. Man.
Exactly.
Okay. We'll see.
And you already know, bro. You know better than anybody else.
It ain't even about a we'll see. It don't mean you right if it don't go well. It's just it's too early to make such a judgment call. I remember the Pittsburgh Steelers being 0-4 and going to the Super Bowl. I can remember, it's way too early. It's way too early.
Yeah, and you know,
3 games does not a Super Bowl team make.
Bro, you know,
anyone won. Yeah, 1 and 2 is not a. If you went, so if you run the table right now, you don't make the playoffs.
Oh no, he'll make the playoffs.
Okay, so you only got 2 losses, so it ain't the end of the world. It ain't got, but does he have to make the playoffs?
Man, no.
Why is that even why is that
not
even
in the NFC South? Not in the NFC South.
Okay, so if he loses 3 more games, if he loses 3 more games, then what division can he not make the playoffs if he only got 5 losses? That you sounding like a straight up. That's the difference between constructive criticism and just straight up hating. Because you sound stupid.
Let me put it like this.
That's ridiculous. Give me a break, man.
I hate when people say he had no receivers and that's why he's performed the way he did this last game. Tom Brady can play an entire season with no real receivers and win Super Bowls. He's done it on 3 occasions.
Yeah, he can, but you can't just piece it together in a week and then all of a sudden they come out looking like they're gonna look by the end of the season. It still takes time for them to get together and mesh and make that happen. So you are correct that he can do it with subpar receivers, but it still takes time to get there. Do practice for less than a week with Cole Beasley. Yeah. And he had Scotty Miller, who can't catch a fucking cold.
First of all, everybody was like, "Who is Scotty Miller?" And
exactly.
After that game, everybody was like, "I heard that name, but who is Scotty Miller?" You know. In the end,
I only heard of him because he plays with Brady.
They fucked up when they let go of Taylor Johnson.
In the end, bro, you know better than anybody else when it comes to me and Tom Brady. I am the biggest hater there is of Tom Brady.
And I don't know why, because you're a Michigan fan.
I'm a Michigan fan, but when you're overly good and don't provide much opportunity for other players to win a Super Bowl, that becomes a problem for me because now you are a dictator at that sport.
Well, I don't hate on people for success, man. I celebrate success, man. I feel differently about that. But if you the shit at your shit at what you do, you know, the more power.
I don't know. It's just the throws I saw him making this weekend were not Tom Brady throws, and they reminded me of what Max Kellerman used to say: "Tom Brady's finna hit that cliff." And you know what?
Fall. And you know what? Max Kellerman been eating those words like crazy.
Yeah, well, I don't think he
Because-
need him this year.
Because when he said that motherfucker said won the Super Bowl the year he said that he won the Super Bowl. Remember that year when you
Yeah.
was laughing about the third down, fourth down in Chicago? He won the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah, I remember.
It's early, man. It's early, dude. Tom Brady know what time it is. This ain't no fucking 4 week season.
Look,
Oh, I know. It's
Tom
just-
Brady coming
I
out of
don't-
retirement is not Jordan coming to the Wizards.
It seems like that right now.
Yeah, that's because you're an idiot.
Oh no, I've just been watching football for the last 3 weeks, and yeah, that's what it seems like. It's
Yeah,
like Jordan going to the Wizards.
you're an idiot.
All right, let's put it
Okay.
like this, bro.
Jordan going to the Wizards made how many playoffs? Thank
He
you.
made one, didn't he?
No, zilch.
No, okay. I don't think they.
Tom
gonna make
Brady
the
got a
playoffs.
Super Bowl in Tampa Bay already. He already got a Super Bowl in Tampa Bay,
That was last year. That was 2 years ago.
and he made
I'm
the
talking
playoffs
about
last
now.
year. And he made the playoffs last year.
Okay, but I don't think they're gonna make it this year.
Okay, all right,
Not with Tom Brady at quarterback.
okay. You want
I'll
to put
tell you
something on
what.
that? You want to put something on that?
Don't do it. I know you've been drinking. Don't
You
do
want
it.
to put something on that?
No,
Okay, then. Move on.
I'm just saying what I think though.
But you want to put something on that? You got
Or-
courage in your convictions, like Skip say?
No, I got bills to pay.
All right. Well, so you know you're gonna. So in other words, you know you ain't gonna win that money. You're gonna lose that
Okay,
money.
we'll put a bottle of Crown on it.
How you gonna give me a bottle of Crown? You in Minnesota?
DoorDash, Uber Eats,
Cash out.
All right.
PayPal.
All right. We put a bottle of Crown on it. Tampa Bay making a play. I'll say Tampa Bay will make the playoffs.
Okay, I say they won't.
Okay.
I am not joining this bet. I am being indifferent here. I'm yeah, I'm not joining on this.
Yeah.
What I will say
Dude.
is this
Unless
is something
Tom
we
Brady
will
starts
visit
playing
again.
better.
No, ain't no unless nothing.
I'm just saying.
Tom Brady knows that it's week 3, bro. It's only 3
Yeah.
weeks of football. You passing judgment way too early, but it's too late. I don't want to get no unless.
I'm about to write this down right now. Week 9, we are going to revisit this. And
Okay.
we'll see where we're at then.
Yeah, if it was week 9 and he was 1-9, 1-8, okay, you got me. I get you. Yes, he's done. That's it. Yeah, he's got a lot on his mind. Got a lot on his plate. He's going through some family issues, and right now the team is a little depleted. The defense ain't up to the offensive line ain't up to par. The receivers are all hurt, but give him time. Give him time to work with what he got. He figure that shit out. That motherfucker's Tom Brady. He's not human.
You sure as hell ain't.
That motherfucker ain't normal. This
Shit,
ain't
he's
the
showing
normal
he
quarterback. This fucking Tom Brady, dude.
He's showing he's human now.
No, he an android. He just needs new batteries.
All right. I'm done with it. I want my fucking crown. I want a big ass bottle.
Father Time is undefeated.
Sure is.
All right. Next up, OG. We got our
Yeah.
fantasy grinders this week. We're going to make some predictions. Starting with our quarterbacks.
Okay.
Who do
What
you
kind
go-
of you got to expand on that. We'll start with the quarterbacks. Okay. I think Josh Allen is going to play. That's my prediction. Come on now, you got to be.
Who's going to be your top quarterbacks fantasy point wise this week?
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Jalen Hurts.
Okay, Big A.
I'm gonna go Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, and Justin Herbert.
I am going to go with Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, And I'm gonna go ahead with a crackpot shot here. And I'm gonna go with let's say Mitch Trubisky.
What?
I said it's a crackpot shot. Like they smoke a lot of crack to think this was right. I don't think it's right.
Crack
I'm gonna
and
throw it out
pot.
there.
Yeah, if you would have said Kirk Cousins, I'd have gave you a pass.
That's the crackhead pick of the week.
The crackhead pick of the week. I'd even gave you a pass on Kirk Cousins, man, but not Mitch. You gotta be kidding me, man.
I'm gonna stick with it. We'll see how that goes.
Against the Jets?
Yeah. Running backs.
Wow.
Jonathan Taylor, Nick Chubb, and Saquon Barkley.
I'm going to go Khalil Herbert, Christian McCaffrey, and Austin Eckler.
You really just say Austin Eckler?
Yeah, he's playing Houston.
Oh wait, I'm thinking Cam Akers. My bad.
I mean, that shit. They just let motherfucking Khalil Herbert get 157 yards on him.
Yeah, no, I was
Austin Eckler
thinking.
gonna have a big damn day.
I keep getting Cam Akers and Austin Eckler mixed up.
They play in the same stadium, two different teams.
I keep thinking about Mulatto Powers, and yeah, it mixes me up. All right, I got Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, and Christian McCaffrey. Wideouts.
Cooper Kupp, Stephon Diggs, and Jamar Chase. I ain't giving up no fucking. I ain't hitting y'all with no surprises this week.
Bro?
We on receivers?
Yep.
Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, and I'm gonna go Debo against the Rams.
Okay. Damn. All right. I'm gonna go Justin Jefferson, Stephon Diggs, and yeah, I'm gonna go with Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think he's gonna play.
I believe he's going to play as well.
Tight ends.
Tight ends, Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, and Darren Waller. Yeah, usual suspects.
I'm gonna go George Kittle, Zach Ertz, and Pat Fryermuth.
You say who?
Kittle, Ertz, and Fryermuth.
Okay. That's fair.
I like Fryermuth. He just seemed to be more of a blocker than a catcher. That's the only thing. That's been my fucking beef with him, man. But I as a player overall, I do like him.
Right. My picks this week would be Darren Waller, Zach Ertz, and Irv Smith Jr.
Yeah, Irv Smith's been playing well.
Except when he dropped that catch the other day.
That was one catch. I'm still waiting for everybody to get on the fact and say something about the fact that JJ played lazy 2 weeks ago. No one wants to acknowledge that.
That who?
Justin Jefferson played lazy a couple weeks ago against
he got shut down.
Philly.
He didn't play lazy. He got shut down. Big play Slay shut him down. That's all.
I was just going to say that.
He got shut down that first half. And then that second half, if you look at every time that ball was thrown to him, that boy was running like he was jogging.
He was sick of getting shut down.
He got shut down. That's
so he played lazy.
Don't give him no excuses. He got shut down.
Yeah, there ain't no excuses. You claim you're the best receiver in football. You should beat every corner that you ever play against.
That's true.
If you're the best corner, if you're the best receiver in football, which he claims to be.
Mm-hmm.
He big play slay, baby.
Exactly. You can't be the best corner and you can't the best receiver and you can't beat every corner that you play against.
That's not necessarily true.
Bullshit.
That's not necessarily true. You could be the best receiver in football back in the day, and Deion gonna shut your ass down. I don't give a fuck.
That's because Deion was the best corner in football.
Okay, then. Then your point is moot.
How many times did he shut down Rice?
Several times.
Yeah, I was gonna say
he shut down Jerry Rice. He gave Jerry Rice hell.
Mm-hmm.
He gave Jerry Rice hell, bro. He sure did. That's why when he played that's why the 49ers went and got him, and they won the Super Bowl against Dallas because 49ers didn't have anybody that could shut down Michael Irvin.
Yep.
And then Dallas said, "Oh shit, we can't beat them with him." So they went and grabbed him from the 49ers, and he shut down Jerry Rice, and the Cowboys won the Super Bowl. That's how it went.
Okay.
Deion's a different monster, man, but you can't throw out that the best receiver got to beat every corner, and you can't include the best corners. Come on now.
But name a corner that's on a Deion Sanders level right now.
That's not the point. The point is that ain't the point you made. You said a best receiver's got to beat every. You can't be the best receiver if you can't beat every corner. That's not true. Okay. That's not true. Corners out there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to shut down a receiver.
Exactly.
If you're not shutting down a receiver, why are you on the field?
And big play Slay is elite, so
yeah,
he made it happen. He had his number. He had his number that day. You just hating on the Vikings. I get it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I don't like the Bears, but this
is not your personal vendetta show, man. Damn, have a little bit of objectivity to you.
I do.
No, you don't.
Okay.
No, you don't. You hating on Brady. Now you hating on the Vikings. You ain't got no objectivity whatsoever. Oh, it's just personal vendetta. And then Khalil Herbert ran from 160 yards, right?
But you know who he ain't hating on right now?
But guess what? The Bears offense still fucking sucks because they can't throw the fucking ball. So, okay, there's some objectivity for you.
I was gonna say, you know who he hasn't been saying anything bad about though? Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. All right, man.
Hey, he ain't been in heavy hitters yet, has he?
It doesn't matter. He still owns y'all if you didn't remember that game last week.
Fuck Aaron Rodgers. And fuck the Packers too.
All right. OG, we on to our predictions this week.
No. Right now, we need to take a break because y'all need to calm the fuck down. Reset. It's reset time. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Showdown.
You're listening to an Aces Gallery production.
Okay, all right, we back. We just had to take a short break just for everybody to cool their heels a little bit. Cool their heels, reset, and get this going right again. Get to see if we can get back on the right track. Get back to some fantasy football talk and all of this F this and F that.
Right. Sorry, I was just talking. I was starting stuff. That's on me.
Oh,
This ain't radio. We can cuss on here.
but just because you can, don't mean you have to.
Right.
Okay. Let's see here. All right. So predictions last week. The first game in Cleveland defeated Pittsburgh on Thursday night. Big Ed picked Pittsburgh. To answer your question from the other night, he was like, "Ain't I the only one to pick Cleveland?" And I was sitting there laughing, going, "No, actually, you're the only one to pick Pittsburgh." Chicago defeated Houston in a close one. They almost lost it. Houston gave them a ground, and I say that to say, I picked Houston. Tennessee defeated the Las Vegas Raiders, and we all picked the Raiders. Indianapolis upset Kansas City, and needless to say, we all picked Kansas City. Miami upset Buffalo. Joe said it wasn't an upset, but he, like Big Ed and I, all picked Buffalo. Minnesota squeaked out a win, a lucky, unfortunate win for bad coaching decisions. Who the fuck calls a timeout when the team driving down, when your opponent is driving downfield with no timeouts? Who calls a fucking timeout for the other than Dan Campbell? And Minnesota defeats the Lions, and Joe picked Minnesota. Baltimore kicked New England ass. We all picked Baltimore. Cincinnati kicked the Jets ass. We all picked Cincinnati. Philadelphia kicked Washington ass. We all picked Philadelphia. So nobody gained ground there. Carolina pulled an upset over New Orleans, and we all picked New Orleans. Jacksonville shocked the world. Trevor Lawrence with a bomb-ass performance. They upset the Los Angeles Chargers, and we all picked the Chargers.
Welcome to the heavy hitters, Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, welcome to the NFL, baby. Welcome to the big boy. Welcome to the big boy club. So the Rams defeated Arizona, and Joe picked Arizona. Atlanta defeated Seattle, and Joe picked Seattle. Green Bay kicked Tampa Bay ass, and Big Ed picked Tampa Bay. No wonder he mad at Tom Brady. I just got teased because Denver beat San Francisco, yet we all picked San Francisco. So tease yourself. And last but not least, on Monday night, Dallas with a surprising performance from Cooper Rush, who might be taking Dak's job. Dallas defeated the New York Giants on Monday night, and Big Ed picked the Giants. Therefore, that leaves us with a record. Big Ed is 6-10. Wayz is 8-8, and yours truly is also 8-8. And that's your predictions for the week. Big Ed is doing that little look up out of his eye like he don't understand. But it is what it is. Mm-hmm. What don't you understand, Big Ed? What do you got to say?
No, I understand.
I don't know. You looked around like you found something incredible or didn't understand.
Like I said, NFL was upside down this week to me.
Well, evidently it was right side up because you having a losing record is we're used to. But overall, nobody has a losing record.
No, not yet.
Not yet. So overall, we're all still in the green. And it's fairly close. Overall, Big Ed is 25-23. Right? Wayz is 27-21, and I am 28-20. So it's pretty close.
Oh yeah.
So who plays this week?
Ooh, yeah.
Time to make our predictions for week 4.
It is. All right. Starting off with Thursday night football. We have Miami going to Cincinnati.
I'm gonna go with Cincinnati.
Ugh. Man, that's a real tough one. Because Miami's playing some damn good football.
It's a very tough one.
And you know I hate Tua. I don't know what it is. I just yeah.
You don't like
I'm
Tua.
gonna go with Cincinnati.
You don't like Tua because Wayz does. That's all.
Yeah, it's that brotherly love right there.
That's sibling
That's all
rivalry.
that is.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
He said, bruh, who's your favorite quarterback outside of the Vikings? Kirk Cousins and the Vikings. Tua. I hate him.
I hate that motherfucker.
Hey, you know he said it himself. He can't see over the line sometimes. So
Hey, it's all good. That's him being honest. Some people may have an issue with it, but honesty is the key factor of being a quarterback. If you can't be honest with your team, what's the point of being a leader?
Honesty is the best way to correct a problem.
Yeah.
I think Joe Mixon is going to play a heavy part in this game,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the Bengals are going to win.
You already made your prediction there, so yeah, you can't fix a problem that you can't be honest about. Because if I don't know what the problem is, how can I fix it?
Exactly. Yeah. And if you don't let your team know what the problem is, how can they work to better it?
How can they fix it? If you can't be honest about the issue, how can you can't fix an issue that you don't know? Can't fix a lie. You can only fix the truth.
Right.
Joe?
All right.
Didn't pick. Joe, you didn't pick.
I didn't pick yet?
No.
Oh, all that talking I did.
Yeah.
I did not
that's what
make
I
it
was trying to
clear
do was move it
that I
along.
was picking Miami.
You're picking Miami. Okay.
Game number 2.
Game number 2 in London. Saturday morning. Minnesota at New Orleans in a different country.
I'm going to go with Minnesota.
I am too.
As am I. I think
Well, we already knew that one.
I need to make a shirt. As am I.
As am I.
We already knew you were picking Minnesota, though.
Yeah, that was a given on this one. All right. Next up is Cleveland at Atlanta.
I'm going Cleveland, man. And I must say, we didn't talk about it, but Jacoby Brissett looked good last week.
He's playing the best ball he's had in his career.
Yeah.
He's making a stride to try to get traded to another team when at the end of this season to become a starter somewhere.
Yeah, he might.
He's making his strides.
He might get a job too.
He's having a convincing campaign.
He's looking good. He's looking better than Baker.
I'm actually going to go with the Falcons.
All right. I'm going to go with the Browns.
Because the Browns are actually going to be without Myles Garrett. So
potentially. They're potentially going to be without.
Not necessarily. Why would you say that? The dude got out the hospital last night. He's doing fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So he might play.
Yeah, no. But there's that potential.
I'm still going to go Falcons.
Okay. I'm going Browns. I've been a believer in Jacoby Brissett for the longest. I just thought he just needed the right system, and we'll see where that goes. Next up, we got Washington at Dallas.
I'm going to go Dallas.
I'm going to go Dallas as well.
Their defense is jumping off. And fucking Cooper Rush and Tony Pollard is running that offense.
Man, talking about Tony Pollard, he balled out too. Ben says hi.
Okay.
Hey, what
Next-
up, Ben?
They said, "What's up, buddy?"
We
Next-
still need We still need a pick, Wayz.
Oh, I thought I was the first one to say it. I'm going with the Cowboys.
And who are they playing?
The
Commanders.
Okay.
Next up, Seattle is going to Detroit.
And I'm gonna go with Detroit.
As am I.
Telling you, we need merch. As am I. I'm going to drop the schemes for that tonight. All right, Tennessee is going to Indianapolis.
Ooh, that's a tough call. I'm gonna go with Tennessee though.
As am I.
I'm going to say, so am I.
Tennessee. Who they playing?
Indianapolis.
Yeah, the Colts.
The Colts offense can't seem to get on track for shit.
They won this. They just kicked Kansas City ass.
Yeah.
They did.
But I think that was more of a defensive battle than it was an offensive battle.
Yeah.
Okay. They still just kicked Kansas City ass.
Chicago at the Giants. The New York Football Giants.
I'm going with the Giants.
I'm going to do my Chris Farley dance real quick. The Bears, the Bears, the Bears, the Bears.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm going to go with the Giants. All right.
Without their only receiver. Okay.
What? Okay, I'm going to skip past that part. That'll take a whole hour for me to go over. Next up, we got the Jacksonville Jags up against the Philadelphia Eagles. Can Trevor Lawrence keep up the groove?
Oof.
Or is he
no.
going to be sunshine?
I'm going with Philly.
Yeah, I'm going with Philly too.
I was going to say, or is Trevor Lawrence going to be like sunshine and dance the two-step with 3 feet?
No, no play Slay is going to kill Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah,
all
I'm going to
day.
go with the Eagles as well. Ain't no way. The fact that Jalen Hurts is not completely relying on his legs this season is showing that he is truly a quarterback. That's him and Lamar Jackson are the two scariest quarterbacks in the league right now, in my opinion. Because they are true double threats.
Okay. I can kind of see that.
All right.
Philly against who they play? Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
That's a close one. That's a tough one.
Next up, the Jets are going to Pittsburgh.
I'm going where?
To Pittsburgh.
Oh.
Steel
You're the
Town.
only person that say that, so I never know what you say when you say that. The Jets in Pittsburgh.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh. I'm gonna go with Pitt.
Big Ed?
I'm going to go with Joe Flacco and the Jets.
To me, this is 50-50, but I am going to go with the Steelers. The only reason I call him Petty is because we have a family friend, Big Ed, you know him as Al, who is a massive Steelers fan. And so we always called them Pity because they're pitiful.
Gotcha.
All right, we got Buffalo heading on over to Baltimore.
Buffalo and Baltimore are gonna be one hell of a freaking game.
I'm going to go Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Man, see, this is much more difficult for me because, one, I have a feeling as good as both of these defenses are, this is going to be a high-scoring game. You know what? I'll go against the grain. I'll go with the Ravens. All right.
That's all the 12 o'clock games, right?
What's that?
That's all the 12 o'clock games, right?
That is all the 12 o'clock games.
No, it's not. It's all the 1 o'clock games.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. You're Eastern time. We're
East
Central
Coast and
time,
1
the
o'clock
real
game.
time.
You can't always trying to infiltrate somebody else's segment.
All right.
I was just making sure where I'm at.
Chargers are going to the Texans.
Does it matter what time they playing?
Not really, as long as it's football and it's on.
I'm going with the Chargers.
I'm going Chargers also.
As am I. Next up, we have the Cardinals going to Carolina.
I'm going to go Carolina.
I'm going Arizona.
I'm going Arizona as well. New England Patriots heading on over to Lambeau Field.
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Green Bay. Especially since it does not look like Mac Jones is playing.
Anybody know who the backup quarterback is for New England?
Yes. Irrelevant.
I guess that settles that one.
Denver going to Vegas.
Is it Stidham?
What's that?
Is it Stidham?
Yeah, I can't remember. I have no idea.
It might be.
All right. Joe, who's next? I'm sorry.
Denver going to Vegas.
Ooh.
I'm going to go Vegas.
I think I'm going to go Vegas as well.
Let's hope the Raiders get their first win of the week, of the season. I'm going to go with the Raiders as well. The only 0-3 team in the league right now.
Can't go 0-4, right?
I swear to God, if they go 0-4, I'm going to be pissed. Because we've been hyping them up all offseason. Oh, they got Devontae. They about to ball out. And the fucked up thing is they have been balling out, just not winning. Sunday Night Football. We have the new school up against the old school. We have Mahomes up against Brady. We have the Chiefs against the Buccaneers.
I'm going Chiefs.
I'm going to go Buccaneers.
I am going to say that Brady is going to come out there, perform really well, have a hell of a game, but he will walk out with a victory. I'm going with the Buccaneers. Ain't no way in hell Brady's going to lose after the performance he had last week.
Okay.
Monday Night Football. Rams are in San Francisco.
I'm going with Frisco.
I'm going to go Frisco, too.
I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going with the Rams.
All right. I picked
Oh, wow.
books.
I was waiting for the fuck you.
This is the first time I've gone against the 49ers all season.
The picks are in the books. If you know what's interesting, there is not a single game where I'm the only person going. Every game that I picked, one or both of you picked with me. So I don't have any games where I'm the only person that picked that team.
Oh, wow.
That's what happened when people start listening.
I'll be real. I wasn't even listening. But I believe you. All right. Let's see here. I believe that is all I have for you guys this week. Remember, week 9, we're going to revisit this issue with Tom Brady, whether or not he should have stayed out of in retirement. So keep that in mind. Pay attention. Next week, really pay attention. This week actually, really pay attention because we're getting closer to the bye weeks.
Ooh, we.
The
I
Bible.
just noticed something. Ooh,
What you just
okay.
noticed?
Not this week when they play the Saints, because obviously I'm not in London. But next week when the Bears come up here to Minnesota,
To lose,
guess where I'm gonna be?
crying at the Vikings game.
No, but I am gonna be at the Vikings Bears game.
Big Ed gonna be that guy that was crying and shit. He got on the jacket, the hat, the wristband, the jersey. Yo, man, that's it for the Showdown this week. I want to thank y'all for joining us. I'm your boy, OG Tim Wilson. On behalf of the crew, the Nasty Boys, Big Ed and Wayz, we want to thank y'all for joining us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is the What Up Though Show Radio Network. And until next time, be careful out there when you're picking up some players. Be careful. Watch that waiver wire. Make sure you know who's injured, who's playing. And good luck to all of y'all. That's it for the Showdown, y'all. See y'all next time. Peace.